Take a victory lap on NVIDIA. Go ahead. Now, it's at 142 now. Where's it going? All right, 139. Where's it going?
Yeah, I think it's an easy double over the next couple of years, and I'll tell you why. The problem that NVIDIA's had, so the stock, I believe, is down almost over the last 12 months, despite revenue being up over 70% and earnings, more than doubling, is because the market is concerned about growth, in that when you have a growth stock whose growth is decelerating, it spooks a lot of investors, and a lot of investors walk away. Well, the reason why their growth was decelerating is because of capacity constraints, not because of demand. There are these AI bears out there that simply don't believe how big and how fast this is growing and how much infrastructure needs to get built out. Elon's going to buy 1 million GPUs for his data center, which they haven't even started on, which is $40 billion worth of revenue for NVIDIA. The infrastructure is going to get built out so much more. There's such a long runway. This stock is awesome.
I had dinner the other night with a friend of mine who absolutely adores you because you mentioned NVIDIA some time ago, and as soon as you mentioned it, he jumped in. He's made a fortune. And then he jumped into CoreWeave as soon as you mentioned that. Put it on the screen. CoreWeave has done extremely well. You're very popular in this guy's household. So bring me up to speed on CoreWeave. Where's that going?
So look, when you just look at CoreWeave, the numbers from an earnings per share standpoint don't look that good because they're spending all their money on buying NVIDIA GPUs and building new data centers. But basically, what they do is they buy a bunch of NVIDIA GPUs and they rent them out. And they make about 30% on renting these out, and it costs them about 10% to borrow money, so they make the spread in between. It is a pretty spectacular business model. It is a pure cloud play. So if you're buying Amazon, if you're buying Google, if you're buying Microsoft because of the growth of their cloud, this is a pure cloud play. They are one of the largest customers of NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the largest, or one of the largest shareholders in them. I think the stock could double from here based on people getting their arms around the business model. And what happened to the stock is they went public 2 days after Liberation Day, which is an awful time to go public. In the lead up to that, there's a lot of misconceptions about their business model. And again, Wall Street is just too bearish on AI. They don't really understand the exponential growth, which is creating a lot of opportunity for retail and individual investors that are willing to ride the waves.
Well, congratulations, Mike Lee. You made a lot of people a lot of money, and they're very happy with you. Thanks a lot, Mike. See you again real soon.
Awesome, Stuart. Thank you.
You got it. The Trump administration